Summer Stories. We're so excited to be able to hear various stories from people within our congregation and just learn a little bit more about their journey. And today we have the Kim family. We're so excited that you're joining us today, and we just are so excited to be able to hear a little bit more about you. Would you introduce the family and just let us know a little bit about you?
Yeah, absolutely. We're the Kim family. And so Joanne is my wife, and we have Elisa, Ezra, and Micah. And we are a military family, and so I've been in the military for about 11 years as an Army chaplain.
Wow.
And it's been a great adventure. We've moved around a ton, but Washington is my home state, and so it's good to be back here.
Okay.
I've been here about 4 years.
4 years here in Washington area. So how long have you been a part of the church, and what caused you guys to end up here at Mountain View with us?
Yeah, so we've been here since May of 2024.
Okay, so just over a year
yes,
then.
over a year. Yeah. And the way that we found Mountain View was because of the Ollie basketball camp. There was a tryout, and our boys got to do it, and it was rough. So but we saw the building, and like, this is a nice place. Let's check it out. And we also like John Wesley. So, but we also didn't have a church community since 2020, since COVID started. And so we decided we really need a community to help us raise our kids and for us to pursue the Lord together.
Yeah. Well, we're so glad that you guys found it. You guys jumped in right away. It felt like, I remember that first kids camp. You guys were all here, and it was just like boom, 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 inviting neighbors and all sorts of stuff to church, which was awesome. Yeah. So what was life like before Mountain View, before you guys found Mountain View?
I think life was a lot darker because since we didn't have God with us, and it just wasn't a really good time for me. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. So Mountain View was what did you feel when you started attending and having that kind of community? What changed in you?
Well, I had some friends from school when I first started attending, and then I met a bunch of other people, and it just felt like a community, and everyone was so much nicer. I was I just could feel that people here were different. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And what about you guys? What do you love about Mountain View, or what's it been like to have friends and come in to do the kids and the youth stuff?
Well, as a child, I always believed in God.
Yeah.
And in 2020, it was kind of dark without God.
What does it feel like now that you've got Christ is kind of the center? You guys are here every single Sunday, Wednesday nights. You guys are a part of this community.
Yeah. So Danny's favorite word is hospitality.
Yeah.
And you want to explain a little bit of hospitality and how that works?
Yeah, because there's a lot to unpack. Just because I think as a military chaplain, it's been tough, and being a military family, it's hard to find community.
Yeah.
And so even in the chapels, there's a requirement for me to serve in the chapels, and some of the chapels don't have children's programs. They're limited just because of the resources, and so it's difficult to plug my family in. And we were in a very difficult time spiritually, and so they were kind of wandering in their faith, and so bringing them to chapel was just not really a good option.
Yeah.
But what we saw for, in the past, we've been Joanne and I, we grew up in more charismatic or different kinds of traditions. But some of those felt like, actually, just where we were spiritually, those didn't really fit us. And so what we actually more longed for was just genuine community. And so for hospitality is that it really speaks to that genuine faith community. That's not about the frills. It's not about, the next program. It's not about, even dynamic preaching or dynamic worship, but just genuine connection with people.
Yeah.
And so that's, I think when we came to the church, that's what we felt, is these people were just genuine. The worship was wonderful. There's all the elements that were just essential and good. You weren't trying to be flashy or being authentic and genuine, and that's what we felt and appreciated about this church. And so in terms of the Eucharistic hospitality, is something that I'm kind of exploring, growing, and thinking about. That's where I want to find where Christ meets us at the table, regardless of who you are. It's, when at the Last Supper, Christ invited, it was Thomas, the doubter, Peter, the denier, and Judas, the betrayer, and Christ shared that meal with them. And that invitation is given to us as well. And so we feel like, though we may have wandered, we felt Christ calling us back to just the simple table to receive that fellowship, that divine moment, which is also so just grounded and real.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so we immediately felt that. We were so I made a decision in 2020 that I was going to leave the faith that I grew up in. And I was like, I'm going to find community in a different way. And I quickly realized that, and I just saw, like, as my kids were struggling, and as I realized, like, there is nothing in the world that can compares to the gospel, to this love and this grace. And so that's what ultimately brought us here. And we just felt that incredible warmth and love and welcome from people here. And the reason why we jumped in so quickly was because of hospitality, is because we realized in order to be truly happy is to serve.
Yeah.
And we've known that. We knew to extend that type of welcome to others that we received. And so that's why, like, every opportunity that we were given, we took it. Like mom's group, first impressions, cafe, all the youth events, anything and everything, where we wanted to just dive in and learn and also give as much as we were able to. So, yeah.
And your family does that so well. And I know it's hard because I moved around a lot. I wasn't military, but as a pastor's kid, we moved a lot. And when you're jumping into a new church, it's like, you don't know anybody, but I've been so impressed at how you guys have jumped in. You guys have jumped right into, like, your greeting on Sunday mornings. Talk to me about that. Like, what's it been like to put yourself out there, walk into children's programming or the youth programming? And are you glad you did it? What would you say to somebody if they're like, but I'm just nervous, I don't know that I could do that?
Well, when I first started going to the youth group, it was really awkward, but it was I don't know, people were so welcoming, I guess. And so over the years since I was a military kid, I'm always the new kid and stuff, and I just learned to be more welcoming to people because I know how it feels like it's so awkward, you want to join in, but at the same time you're should I fit in, or do I fit in, or is it would I look desperate if I try to push yourself in, and so put yourself in the out there,
Right.
and I struggle with that a bit too.
Yeah, but I'm glad you did it.
Yes.
What's been a favorite thing? Do you like the kids stuff that you go to? Yeah?
It's really fun.
Yeah? Do you have a favorite thing that you've gone to that you're like, that was so fun? Or do you just like Sundays and Wednesdays?
I like Sundays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them equally.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys sharing a piece of your story. We're so excited that you're a part of Mountain View. I know that someday that's you're going to be moving to the next space that God has you, and He's going to plant you there. And I have no doubt your family's going to connect right away at a church and make such a difference. But we're grateful for the impact that your family's been making and continues to make at Mountain View. So thank you guys so much for sharing your story.